He escaped the Soviet Union. How did he do it? By swimming through freezing waters. In 1961, an unarmed man plunged into the Baltic. His name was John Birch, and in a few moments, everything would change. He'd make it to Denmark half dead from cold, his entire body scraped raw from the freezing water. His hair and beard were caked with ice. He looked like an Arctic explorer who had just scaled the North Pole. But his story was far more dramatic than that. Birch was a sailor in the Soviet Navy. That's when he made up his mind. He wanted to defect. At first, he considered getting on a train and blending in with a group of passengers headed to the west. But then he thought better of it. There were too many risks. What if someone recognized him? What if he was caught? So he hatched a new plan. He decided to escape the Soviet Union on foot, literally. He would walk across the border. On June, wearing only a sailor's uniform and boots, he left his post near Leningrad and started walking southwest. He had a map and compass and soon found himself on the coast of what was then East Germany. It was summer, so the water was warm. Birch waded into the sea, figuring he'd swim over to a small island about 600 meters off the coast. From there, he figured he could blend in with some tourists and make his way to the border check undetected. But when he got to the island, he saw a sign: "No swimming allowed." A group of armed soldiers also approached him, yelling in German, "What do you think you're doing?" Birch didn't answer. He turned around and started walking back to shore. But it was too late. Those soldiers were going to stop him. They herded him into a truck and drove him to what Birch believed was a jail. But after 4 hours, they let him go. As he started walking again, Birch knew he couldn't risk being captured. He had to get away, and fast. As night fell, Birch stumbled out of the forest onto a wide, sandy beach. In the distance, he saw a patrol boat with its spotlight sweeping the water. But he had no other choice. He plunged into the dark, freezing Baltic. The water was like ice. Birch immediately regretted his decision. He started to panic, flailing wildly. Within minutes, he began to lose feeling in his arms and legs. And then the worst happened. The patrol boat found him. Birch had been swimming for his life for over 3 hours. He'd crossed the border into Denmark, and as the boat approached, he remembers thinking, "It's all over. They've got me." But instead of ending his life, the patrol boat pulled him out of the water and put him in a blanket. Birch was rushed to a hospital, barely clinging to life. But Birch lived, and his story made headlines around the world. He became known as the man who swam to freedom. But his journey wasn't over yet. After recovering from the swim, Birch worked for Danish intelligence helping other Soviets defect. Eventually, he made his way to the United States, where he settled in San Francisco. He spent his remaining days working as a longshoreman. He died in 2007 at the age of 83. After all he endured, he never forgot the water that nearly killed him. Birch said he could never swim again. Escape stories are as chilling as they are inspiring. Subscribe now.